Hello everyone, my name is Ciarra and welcome back to my channel. And please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so I'm back again with another little pick a card, and this is all about what is the chemistry between the two of you. So, you know, you can definitely watch this video thinking about a particular romantic person in mind, or, you know, maybe a future person. Maybe you watch for more than one person, whatever resonates for you, whatever it is you want to do, what you're thinking about. But yes, we're going to be looking at sort of the romantic chemistry between you and another person, as well as both sort of the romantic chemistry overall and the sexual chemistry, so the physical connection as well. So this is a little bit of a 18 plus reading, so keep that in mind. Of course, this is still a general reading, and so not every card, not every message within a pile may resonate for you personally. Also, when I refer to anything as the feminine or the masculine, I'm referring to energy, not necessarily gender. So again, apply the messages, apply it however it resonates for you. Again, this is a universal, collective kind of general reading that is open to whoever clicks on this video. So, in whatever sort of lifestyle you have. But again, keep in mind, this is a reading all done with the intention about the romantic chemistry and connection between you and another person. So, with that said, let me go ahead and introduce the piles we have here today, because we have 5 piles. So for pile 1, we have this particular image. I'm once again using some of my artwork with the tourmalated quartz. For pile 2, we have the angel aura quartz here with this image. For pile 3, we have this image with the kiwi jasper. For pile 4, we have this image with the blue chalcedony. And for pile 5, we have this image with the green fluorite piece. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. So again, take as much time as you need, meditate on the cards, use a pendulum, use your own body as a pendulum, and let's get into these romantic and sexy messages. All right, for those of you who picked pile 1 with the tourmalated quartz here and this particular image, let's go ahead and get into what your cards are. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the kind of overall romantic energy and chemistry, and then we'll get into the more sexual ones. But let's go ahead and see what we have. So we have the Emperor. We also have the Knave of Pentacles. For your crystal card, very interesting, we have blue chalcedony. So for some of you, you might also want to watch the message of pile 4, since that is actually a blue chalcedony with that pile. So I think that's really interesting. We also have prosperity, and we have inner peace. So I'm also going to go ahead and pull card from this deck. What is the chemistry between you and your person? What is the romantic chemistry? What is going on between the two of you? Okay, we have safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. And I'm going to pull, what is the chemistry between you and your person? Oh, we got heart. Okay, so what am I getting here? So with something like the Emperor and the Knave of Pentacles, clearly the connection here, the romantic connection, is very much, there's a strong, strong masculine energy. So again, whoever embodies the masculine energy is very much in control. They want to protect you. They want to also offer you. Even though they have a lot of this strong, I feel like they have very, there's a lot of possibility in this relationship for it to definitely go the distance and to be very much committed and grounded in very much like power and prosperity. Again, these elements of safety. It's going to bring a lot of inner peace. I feel like there's somebody here who can get very much overwhelmed. Again, however it resonates, overwhelmed with sort of the day-to-day things, is maybe very imaginative and creative, and needs somebody who is going to be kind of the the one to direct the environment, the one to bring order to somebody else's chaos. They want to offer, somebody in the relationship wants to offer a lot of security and a lot of financial material safety with that page of pentacles. You know, it's kind of youthful. It feels like somebody is still very much young in this situation, or maybe it is a new relationship. It's very much like new love, but it's bringing a lot of stability. You know, it's somebody making the other person feel like they are enough, that they are doing exactly what they need to be, encouraging them to go onto their path. The chemistry here is very much about mutual respect and also mutually building up each other to be successful in whatever endeavor that they want to go after. Yeah, it's about really bringing each other's self-esteem up. But again, it's a part of inspiring the other person to work on themselves, to become their own emperor. Because maybe one person in the relationship is already very accomplished, while the other one is just getting started with their business or their goals. And so it's like the other one is almost acting as a mentor or a teacher in a way to help guide the other person to how to get started to achieving what it is they want. So let's also go ahead and look at the blue Chalcedony message for the relationship. So the essential meanings are slowing down, easy does it, restoring balance and serenity. Easy does it is again our motto as you decide on your relationship's best course. For the conscious universe wants to be sure to move forward with clear intention, and that requires reducing your speed. You will advance in the right way at the right time, balancing swift movement with progress at a relaxed pace. Blue Chalcedony Spirit wants you to know that the healing of old patterns is easier when you're not letting fear drive you to move too quickly through a transition. You want to change the old ways, and you're doing so guided by the conscious universe. So let yourself feel serene. Trust in this process as you slow things down to gain a clearer view. So maybe in the past, a lot of you maybe were in relationships where it was like all go, 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 fast, fast, and then they burnt out really fast. With this particular person, it's like, no, it's slow, steady, really building a strong foundation. Because again, this is somebody with this sort of chemistry where it's like they want, again, I feel like maybe this person is a little bit older than you, or maybe you are older and they're the younger one. I don't know, but somebody is like a little bit more mature in the situation, even if it's not like physical age. They just have a more mature attitude, and so they know how to kind of reel you in and like kind of warn you when you're swimming too far out into the ocean without a solid plan. Because again, you're trying to strive forward so hard, maybe even to seem like you may be wanting to catch up to this person's status. You're trying to, again, achieve that prosperity. So with this particular card, let's go ahead and talk about it. You know, it is very much kind of a death energy, because that's what this time period is. It's about rebirth, the end of cycles, death, rebirth, birth. You know, harvest marks the gathering of the grains and celebrates the sun god, Lu, who is cut down in his glory only to rise again next year. This is a time of feasting, a time of plenty, and for acknowledging the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. So what you have wished for will flourish into fruition. You are rewarded for your hard work. Don't give up, for success is just around the corner. Your positive attitude and gratitude leads to good fortune. Prosperous circumstances surround you. You reap what you sow. So again, with this particular person in this the chemistry of this, what you give to the relationship is what you get back out of it for both parties. And so the more you work at it, the more you're dedicated to it, the more abundance comes from it. So let's also go ahead and pull a card to see what sort of key insights in this chemistry, in this particular relationship, you need to keep in mind. Let's see. Oh wow. So we have the 12 of water, and we have the 4 of air. So again, somebody is very somebody in this chemistry, in this relationship, is way more analytical than the other one. With the Four of Air, because it's structure, routine, order, patterns, discipline, organization, understanding, productivity. Order your environment, banish clutter, clean house, create structure in your day, follow a routine, keep a time budget. If you truly want something, you will make time for it. Limit distraction and time wasters, weed out bad habits, remove negative influences. And then with the Counselor of Water, empathetic, wise, objective advice, trustworthy, emotional, understanding, clarity, sharing. A time of questions and mixed emotions. Seek objective counsel. Look beyond the words to the emotions. Mixed or confused emotions. Listen, hear. An emotionally complex situation. A lack of empathy. An opportunity for understanding. Be receptive, not rejecting. Are feelings preventing a resolution? So again, I feel like somebody is way more emotional in the relationship, while the other is more analytical and more structured, likes to bring order to chaos, while the other one is literally the chaos. And so I feel like in this relationship, like, one is really supporting the other and like letting them know, like, hey, you are on the right track. Don't get sort of overwhelmed by your emotions. It's really, the challenge for the other one is to really listen to the other one's advice and not get sort of, tied up in these emotionally complex situations. So let's also now go on to the more sexual chemistry between the two of you. And what we have strength. We have the Queen of Cups. So with these two cards, again, somebody is way more emotional, way more nurturing. I feel like definitely it's like one is dominant for sure and initiates the physical connection first, and then the other is very, very receptive to it. It's sort of a mutual exchange in that way. And so I definitely feel like one likes to be pursued more than the other does. One likes to be pursued while the other one is sort of the hunter in the situation. But sometimes that can be flopped around. So with the Strength card from this particular deck, I can't talk. It's about dominion, the magic of the contact. Supremacy requires the utmost concentration of magic, forced to resist outside attacks. Again, somebody is very, very protective. They're very much about dominating, again, the chaotic, wild energy. Because again, I feel like one of you is way, way more like speedy, wants to jump into the sort of physical act of sex, while the other one wants to do a little bit more of the wooing, wants to do more of the foreplay and taking things slow. So again, it's like this push and pull against sort of like, again, the chaotic energy versus the more stable, grounded energy. And with the Queen of Cups, that's about tenderness, the magic of the yellow leaves. A tender and gentle story brings you to the point of planning your future with serenity. So again, there's a lot of tenderness between the two of you, even though, because again, I feel like the other one knows how to soothe the other and bring down the chaotic energy. So let's also go ahead and see from the tarot, the Fire Witch tarot decks, to see what else is here. I'm just like messing up my words so much right now. I want to eat you for dinner. We also have cook in lingerie and high heels for me. Beg me, ego high. Again, that goes back to that Emperor energy. That's very Aries. A lot of fire energy here with the Leo with strength and the Aries with fire. So again, this person, I don't know. I feel like they get high off the fact that they can see like the other person in the relationship is kind of like this wild, untamed beast. And the fact that they can bring the beast to their knees and have them beg them for release is like everything to them. Also with the I want to eat you for dinner, cook in lingerie and high heels for me. Obviously, this is making me now think of like Taurus with the earth energy. And, somebody is really about, kind of these, domestic games or like domestic play where it's like, oh, you're gonna be just in nothing but, you know, the apron cooking for me kind of thing when I get home. Maybe the other one surprises the other person in that way. Let's see. Let my cock be your alarm clock. You've been acting up lately. I'm going to have to punish you. Again, there goes that ego high again. Somebody is extremely dominant, and it's like the other person is more childlike, more all over the place, more chaotic. And when they get like that, you know, it can turn the other person on, and it's like that power trip. We also have 50 Shades of Grey, so there you go. We have tapped out, sleeping like a baby, and watch me play, FaceTime or in person. So with that one, I feel like maybe with this relationship, there is sometimes some distance between the two of you because maybe one is working a lot. So it's like, yeah, talking over FaceTime, you know, kind of like phone sex kind of stuff might happen as a way to, because again, I feel like somebody has, I mean, you both have like an equally good amount of like sexual drive, but one person in particular has way more than the other one because again, they're like super tapped into that wild, untamed, kind of chaotic energy in all aspects of their life, which is just kind of all over the place and needs somebody with structure and control to reel them in. And again, I feel like there's a lot of safety though with this. Again, I feel like somebody's going to be waking up the other person with oral sex in the morning. They're going to want to watch you play with yourself. Again, even, I don't know why I was getting, like, going back to this cooking thing, like, even watching you kind of doing that or something, or maybe you watch them while they're cooking. I don't know. It doesn't sound sanitary, but it sounds really funny too at the same time. Because again, I want to eat you for dinner. Again, there's a lot of oral fixation. I feel like a lot of, again, somebody really likes that part of it while another one just wants to get to the, to the action. But that's like a good thing. Because again, it forces the other person to slow down. There's a lot of that within the chemistry here. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing here in your guys' cards. If this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Does it make sense? Does it sound like the chemistry between you, maybe another person? Again, it may not resonate with everybody who picks this pile, but regardless, if you liked it, subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. If you'd like to help and support the channel or join me over on my Instagram fam, all those links are down in the description, as well as how to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin. So with that said, I will see you in the next one. For those of you who picked pile 2 with the Angel Aura Quartz, as well as this particular image here, let's go ahead and jump into your cards. And so for the overall chemistry between the two of you, we have the 9 of Wands. We also have, for your crystal card, we have Green Adventurine. We also have tarot cards with guidance, and we have boundaries. Yeah, that's very obvious. For your tarot sexual magic, we have the 9 of... What the fuck? We have the 9 of Wands twice. What the hell? And then we have the Hermit. Okay, and then I'm going to hold off on the spicy extra messages here. So I'm looking at the tarot sexual magic as far as the sexual chemistry and the rest of the cards for the overall romantic chemistry. But it's really crazy that we have 2 9 of Wands here. And then we have the boundaries card. Clearly, I feel like within this connection, somebody is... And also with the Hermit, it's like very, very much has their guard up. They've probably been hurt a lot in the past. And so they're not very receptive. They're not very open because they've set a lot of boundaries, which, you know, boundaries are a good thing. You know, having healthy boundaries and knowing what it is you deserve, that you're worthy of what it is you want, that is all a good thing. But in this particular, with these particular cards, I feel like somebody is very, very more hesitant about engaging because they've been on their own for a very long time. And so it's like they're almost kind of clunky. They're almost kind of awkward in trying to open up to the relationship because maybe they were cheated on in the past, I feel like. But the tarot cards in particular, it's like they seek a lot of guidance. I feel like they're going to be maybe one of you or both of you are into tarot cards, and that's kind of how you connect. Who knows? Maybe you meet and you're talking via comment section on videos like this. I don't know. That just came to my mind. But let's go ahead and get more specific with these, because I don't know. It's kind of a weird energy here. Yeah, so somebody can be very, again, they like to isolate themselves. They're almost like, they almost punish themselves by isolating themselves from rejecting the desire, or they hold back from accepting physical connection because they feel like maybe they don't deserve it. And so a part of that is maybe in this relationship is helping guide the other person to understanding, you know, these boundaries are maybe not the greatest, while other boundaries that you have are really good for yourself. Like, I understand why you've built these walls around you, but, you know, walls are not the same as boundaries. Or I don't know, that was kind of a weird saying, but like the point that I'm trying to get is like, a wall just for the sake of not, a wall with maybe out a gate is not a healthy boundary, but a good boundary would be one that has a gate so you can pick and choose what it is you deserve to come through instead of rejecting everything. So with the tarot cards, again, this is tarot reveals the answers you are seeking. Don't be too proud to ask for help. The signs are all around you. Look for them. Learn and study the tarot. You have a natural talent for reading tarot and delivering messages. Trust in your psychic abilities. You already know the answers. So again, I feel like somebody in this relationship can be very, very proud not to ask for help. And so I think the other person is highly intuitive and can really pick up on the other person's bullshit and call them out on it, which is exactly what they need. And so let's go ahead and talk about the Hermit here. So the Hermit from this particular deck is all about refusal. See? Retention of the seed, slowing down your pace, allows the magic of germinate. When the psychic force is restrained, its power is doubled. So again, maybe in some ways, in some cases, maybe this other person, whoever represents this, they deny themselves physical release as a part of to build up the intense attraction, as well also maybe to even build up their own sort of psychic abilities, because then they kind of like they build it up until they release it, and then it's just like this whammy in the face kind of. That was probably very poor words of choice, but you get what I mean. With the Nine of Wands from this particular deck, it's about caressing, the magic of three little birds. When a situation is suspended or blocked by doubt, you must hurry to resolve it because it cannot go on forever. Again, there's a lot in this connection where it's like certain parties have a lot of doubt because, again, of past experience, I feel like. And a huge part of the chemistry is going to have to be overcoming that, showing your partner that you are sincere, that you are trustworthy, and trying to help them establish a healthier boundary. With green and venturing, this is all about luck, good fortune, potential, possibility, and new opportunities. So beyond what the eye can see lies a field of infinite possibilities, the field where the 13th century poet Rumi asked his lover to meet him. Green adventuring spirit calls you to recognize that there is no end to the number of people who will come into your life, offering loving support and acceptance. So never settle for less than you deserve. That goes back to the healthy boundaries. Never settle for less than you deserve. I'm getting a couple different messages now here, and some of them are not going to be exactly what people want to hear who picked this pile, but never settle less than you deserve. The conscious universe is always sending new opportunities for experiencing love and make sure that there is many fish in the sea, along with all manner of creatures, starfish, dolphins. You get the point. Open to possibility, and the love you seek will show up for you. So I feel like, this could be another situation where people are in a very, very new relationship, or it is, you've been dating each other for a while and it's like nothing is really progressing because one person is, again, denying or refusing to open up and to recognize that there are people out there this person is trying to offer them loving support and acceptance. On the other hand, I feel like some of you are maybe in a relationship where it's like the other person is not being receptive, they're not giving back, and you keep sticking around hoping that they're going to let down their guard, they're going to open up to you, and they never are, because they haven't learned their lesson. They're still in their hermit mode. They haven't woken themselves up. And so maybe it's time to move away from this particular relationship for some of you and realize that there's other better opportunities that are more about what you truly deserve. So let's also go ahead and pull some other cards here for you guys and see what else you need to know about the chemistry between you and the person you're thinking about. Let's see, what is the chemistry between the two of you? Ooh. So we have the Bear, Bear, and the Man. So I feel like, again, whoever embodies the masculine here is very, very strong, is very much has leader potential, but they don't open up to allow other people in. Again, that's what I'm getting. Or maybe they're in a state where it's like the bear, bears hibernate for a very long time before they start moving again. And so maybe that's the kind of stage that this person is in. Dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. So maybe this person is worth sticking around for, but it's like you have to dive deeper. You have to be able to read them better, I feel like, if they're worth it. Take the helm. Be in control of your own ship. Again, you have to take the control in this relationship to steer the other person in the right direction, to show them what it is they're missing out on, because I feel like they're missing out on a lot. They don't realize what they have, and they're very, very close to losing it if they don't wake up and open up to it. Let's see. What is the key insight for you guys who picked this particular pile? I swear, this one came out again. Journey. Okay. Interesting. So with these particular cards, again, with this one, this is the three. Oh, excuse me. Is the Three of Air, which is all about education, talent, study, willingness, guide, teachers, comprehension, communication, perception. Expand your mind. Every experience offers a lesson. Education is a lifelong process. Learning aids comprehension. Lessons repeat until we understand. Learning transforms talent into skill. Don't kill the messenger. Ignorance is nothing to be proud of. So again, I feel like this situation is very much about a learning. It could be very much a karmic situation where somebody, it's like, they either need to learn their lesson in this situation or they're just going to keep repeating it. Then, of course, we have the Journey card, which is all about experience, character, the past, cause and effect, consequence, conditioning, environment, external influence, providence. You are created by your experiences. Your character is shaped by your past, the past and its influence. Reliving the past in the present. This is what this person is constantly doing. They keep reliving the past, and they keep projecting the past onto new partners, which is just perpetrating this same cycle that just keeps going and going. And in the end, I feel like they are going to refuse what they truly desire because they want to punish themselves. That's just what I'm getting here. Choose quality experiences, act with reason and purpose, avoid involvement in unwanted conflict, create happy memories, learn from your journey, don't make your truths a prison. This day is yours to shape. We then have the earth element here, which one is this? It is the Queen of Earth. So with the Queen of Earth, it's Earth Mother, pragmatic, real, kind, nurturing, abundant, fertile, mind, and wise. Touch, connect, and create with your hands. Be supportive and nurturing. Seek out a motherly role model. And need for wise and honest counsel. Kindness is required. You are loved and supported. Mother, do not smother. Share the responsibilities. And finally, with the fire here, this is very much about healing, meditation, negotiation, aberration, truce, boundaries. There's that boundaries coming up again. Support and diplomacy. Resolution is needed. Communication and diplomacy are required. There's not enough communication here. You need to sit down with this other person, or they need to sit down with you, and they need to communicate what the hell is going on in their mind and why it is they can't fully commit and open up. Be willing to make concessions. Let go of bias. Be open-minded. Two sides to every disagreement. I feel like there has been a lot of disagreements because, again, one person isn't getting what they require from the relationship, but they haven't let go of it yet for whatever reason. Know the facts. Understand your rights. Don't be stubborn. So with that said, let's go ahead and finally, let's try to spice things back up and see what exactly is the physical connection here, the sexual connection. We have tonight is all about you. We also have a desire to feel your naked body on top of mine, which is kind of like what's going on right there in the background. Thank you for your sexual services. I want to touch your I want to watch your ass bounce while you ride me backwards. Thank you for your sexual services. I feel like in some cases, for some of you, this person might just be using you for sexual services, and they just can't emotionally commit. For some of you, it's like they want to thank you so much for how much they give to them, but it's just like they're really, really bad at communicating because they're afraid of rejection. We also have, I can feel you make love to me astrally. So again, there's a lot of psychic connection here. Come through, boo. And we have fantasizing, yearning for you. Exactly. That's what this Hermit is totally, I was just starting to think about that. Is like, it feels like this person has a lot of fantasies about you. They want to do a lot of different things with you. Again, they want to open up for some of you, but it's like they just don't know how. They're yearning. They have like a deep, deep yearning, but they can't get past to the actual action portion of it. You know, they desire to feel you, to feel all of you, but it's just like they can't get to that point for whatever reason because something is holding them back. And a large part of it is they themselves are holding them back. They just, because of something I think that happened in their past that they just can't get over. So it's like you're really, really trying to encourage them to come through, to finally just break through. And I feel like you, or again, however this resonates, whether you identify as this or the other person, you identify them as that or whatever, the other person is highly psychic. And it's like they might be working a little bit of magic to try to get this person to open up, to try to like get through their walls in an astral way. But be extremely careful with that because you don't want to fuck around with, you know, strong love magic and not know what you're doing with it because that can turn out pretty dangerous. But regardless, I think that is what I'm seeing in this situation, in these cards. If this resonated, leave a like on this video. Comment down below how it resonated. Why did it resonate? What is going on? Because this is a very weird, confusing kind of thing happening here, and it seems like some people need to make a decision about if they're going to stay in this relationship because they have other opportunities. They definitely need to know, you need to know your own boundaries and how long are you going to stick with this person and their weird bullshit. Are they actually worth it? Are they not? You know, it's going to be different for everybody. But with that said, if you'd like to help and support the channel, there's going to be links down below. I would definitely love to see you over on my Instagram. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is down in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right, for those of you who picked pile 3 with the Kiwi Jasper, as well as this particular image here, let's go ahead and dive into your cards here, if I can grab them, about the romantic chemistry between the two of you, as well as the sexual chemistry. And so we have the 9 of Pentacles. That's a good sign. We have the 3 of Cups. Ooh, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Yikes. Just gonna say that. But let's go ahead and also look at your crystal card is Sepsarian. I can't ever say this word. Garnet. It's a rare garnet. We also have the altar with dedication, and we have intimacy. So let's go ahead and talk about these. I definitely feel like the chemistry between the two of you, there is definitely a lot of independence. There's a lot of celebration. I feel like some of you, maybe you met this person and you started off as friends, so there's like this foundation of friendship. You both were independent and happy, but one of you maybe worries more about money or health than the other one does, and sometimes it can be like they can be a downer, they can be extremely worried, while the other is all about the life of the party, is all about celebrating, it's all about going out there feeling good. Let's go ahead and pull some cards from here. I definitely see with the intimacy card that, again, there is a strong foundation here. It's like you guys have more than just a sexual connection. It's like intimacy, and what this card particularly talks about is intimacy goes beyond just that. True intimacy is just being in each other's presence, sharing good things, and also it's a warning, especially with that Five of Pentacles, that you're not using each other as each other's therapists. You know, putting down baggage from the past and trying to have the other person heal you from it. It's like, no, you want to share happy, good energy with each other in that intimacy. And it's like, if you're going to share something, you could share each other's fear, like your fears to each other, but in a manner where it's not you're expecting the other person to fix it for you. It's like, no, that's not what this intimacy is about. It's about sharing mutual respect and having healthy boundaries with each other in that way. We also have the, oh boy. So we have the bear, we have the moon, and we have the fox. Again, also with the dedication, the altar, it's like, I feel like, yeah, somebody is very, very dedicated to the relationship. You both are very dedicated to the relationship because it's one that has been in the works for, I feel like, a while. We also have guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light. You are each other's beacon. You are each other's light. But I also feel like there's somebody in the situation who is hiding quite a bit. Like they have more worries than what they're letting on. Even though they put on a brave face, they want to act like a strong leader and, you know, be very supportive, but maybe they worry about, again, material success. They have hidden aspects that they don't quite feel comfortable expressing easily. Reflect, peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Again, you mirror each other. You reflect each other. So it's like if one person is feeling bad, the other one's going to feel bad. And so that might be a part of like what this secrecy is about, because the other person doesn't want the other to feel bad when they feel bad, even though it's a natural thing that happens because you two are so connected. Turbulence. The mind is murky in rough waters. Exactly. There's somebody here who can get in a very turbulent and rough mindscape that just like spirals out of control, and the other person can feel it. Even though it's like they always want to uplift and they always want to have a good time, they kind of can't help being worried about certain things. Maybe that's extended from their past, from past relationships, but let's see, what key insight do you guys need to know about this before I dive into more messages? Again, I feel like you guys are like divine counterparts to each other. You have made this dedication to each other. It is here for the long haul, through the bad and through the good. We also have, what is this? The youth, I believe. Yes, so with the youth, it's about adventure, new horizons, excitement, independence, which again is that Nine of Pentacles. That's what this is together. It's like a new adventure. There's a lot of freedom. There's also can be rebellion, impulsiveness, loyalty, compromise, quest for adventure, live in the moment, action without thought, defying tradition and conformity, greater risk, greater reward, assert your independence, embrace individuality, a new direction, freedom from fear and doubts, a time of conflict or turmoil. Communication and compromise, address desires. So again, you both need to really be open, again, share that intimacy that's not just physical, but emotional. I'm actually going to bring up that card and talk a little bit more about it because there's some key things from it that I don't want to forget. Yeah, in fact, a tendency to bring your past hurts and disappointments in conversations with your beloved can actually keep them alive or unconsciously make your partner feel responsible for fixing you and your problems. Those matters are best dealt with by an objective and caring professional. The kind of intimacy your heart truly desires shows up when you and your partner reveal the innocent, tender, idealistic, and creative sides of yourself to one another. These parts of your personality are often playful, cheeky, irreverent, childlike, and joyful. They are not concerned about what the neighbors think. Of course, intimacy can include sharing your secret fears with your partner too, but to do so in a way that makes it clear that you are simply revealing an intimate truth about yourself rather than burdening your beloved with your concerns. Intimacy also includes physical closeness without sex. Feeding one another, washing or styling your partner's hair, placing a blanket over your partner when they fall asleep, or having a bath together are just a few examples. Some of the most profound intimate moments happen when there is no conversation at all, and your beautiful connection is enhanced by a glorious sunset or graceful bird on the wing. You have drawn this card today because your soul longs for you to understand how real intimacy arises and to make yourself available to its loving influence from now on. I feel like you two, whether you like it or not, can read each other to filth. I'm just going to say it like that. Like, you know when this person is having like a turbulent mindscape or they're trying to hide something. It's like you can read them. You can tell when they're not feeling well, when they're in a rough space. And it's like you really want to try to help heal them. But it's like sometimes in certain situations, mattering on what this turbulent mind space is stemming from, you can't be their hero. They kind of have to do it on their own sometimes. Let's go ahead and talk about these garnet that we have here. I'm not going to even attempt to say the name again because I know I'm just going to butcher it. But let's see. 53. Where is 53? So with this, it's talking about essential meanings are charm and charisma, shining and sparkling, being a brilliant beacon of confidence that inspires others. You are a unique being with a light only you can admit. Do you think you have to work harder to make people like you? What if your soulmate is out there waiting for you to stop trying so hard and just be your glorious, amazing, brilliant self? What if your soulmate is waiting for your beacon to send out the message, I am here and ready for a partner to shine with me? Today is a good day to recognize all that is attractive in you and stop trying to hide it out of some sort of fear that others might not be comfortable seeing you in your full glory. Shine brightly today. So again, there's a little bit of a fear of that for maybe both of you, of really shining your full light, but that's what you're meant to do together. Again, I feel like you two are soulmates, and you're really meant to be in this dedicated relationship with each other. Your chemistry is very good, but it doesn't come without its challenges. So with the altar, this is all about you've been dabbling in various lifestyle choices. Choose one that will serve you well and stick to it. Dedicate in your house or garden an altar to which you are spiritually aligned. Focus your will and bring desired results. So again, creating a sacred space. There was kind of that message with this card of not giving a fuck basically what your neighbors think. Don't give a fuck what your friends think or your family. If like you guys are meant to be together, then you live your authentic life together and shine your light together. Be dedicated to your space and who you are. So let's also look at more of the sexual connection here. The physical connection, and oh boy, was I not saying you guys were literally like soulmates, that you guys were counterparts for each other, and we literally have the Four of Wands. Like, are you shitting me? Four of Wands is all about, it can be referred to as a twin flame card. It's like a soulmate card. It's literally divine counterparts finding each other. It can represent marriage, celebration, just a lot of joy and excitement. And clearly there is a lot of joy and excitement between the two of you. Again, a lot of intimacy, a lot of play, a lot of enjoyment between each other, especially in the physical space. Because again, you have that deep connection. Playing, the magic of the seven beings. Sexual intent is born of play and enjoyment, just as harmony is born of happiness. So again, there's a lot of harmony between you two physically. You guys just jive very well in a sexual way, as well as I think emotional way. On a mental landscape, it's like you guys just fit together perfectly. Let's see, rock the boat. So maybe somebody is very much into the water, into boats, sailing maybe. Maybe you guys spend a lot of time out on their, boat, their sailboat or something that has a cabin and you guys rock the boat all night long. I want to slurp every last drop of you. Damn. Again, like, you can't get enough of each other. It's like you are each other's aphrodisiac, I feel like. Unleash the phoenix that's been dying to come alive. So yes, again, that's unleashing each other's inner light. Your flames with each other. It's like you guys can unleash it completely with each other, especially when you get involved physically. Just know it was love at first sight. Oh, exactly. It's like you two knew when you guys met each other. Again, maybe you met at some sort of gathering, at some sort of celebration. Maybe it was a birthday party, a party of some sort. Like a lot of friends were together and you guys just saw each other from across the room. Maybe you were kind of connected by certain friend groups and it was just like that instant recognition and connection. Even when maybe somebody wasn't feeling all that great, it's like you guys know how to bring each other back up. I want to tie you up and play. Again, there's that play coming back into play. And you got neck sucking. So exactly. There's a lot of like playful energy between the two of you. I feel like, again, it's that but you have that intimacy as well. Explore. Maps show what has already been discovered. Go another way. So again, that goes back to the youth message of like, yeah, you guys have a lot of adventure in your soul. You want to travel with each other. You want to experience everything there is to experience. Again, maybe somebody has like a sailboat and they want to sail around the world and they're going to take you with them. And your guys are going to rock the boat all night long. Voyage. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. What was I just saying? What the hell? I just love when that shit kind of happens. It's so whack. Voyage. Set sail on a new course. Exactly. It's like you guys are going to start something completely new. You're going to move away from bullshit that you both have dealt with in the past. Maybe you've had like, it's like, I don't feel like there's like massive, like horrible situations with families on either end, but it's like, it's not always been the greatest. And it's like, you're just tired of dealing with it. And you guys just want to go and start your own life together. Maybe there's somebody in somebody's family who's very judgmental. Yeah, snake, hidden wisdom, birds. Yeah, somebody who's like a gossiping, venomous kind of skank. I don't know, this is what's coming to mind. Maybe it's an ex or something, maybe a jealous friend, and you're just like tired of hearing their bullshit. It's like, no, you're going to shine your light whether they like it or not. Again, you both are going to be very, very dedicated to this relationship. Again, but it's not going to come without its challenges. There's going to be mountains to climb. There's going to be challenges to overcome. But if you guys stick together, I feel like that is what's going to make the biggest difference. When you guys are together, you're stronger. And nothing can hold you guys back. There's a lot of desire between the two of you as well. And that desire can, sometimes you can't help it. And you kind of go at it in public, maybe. Again, you guys want to you guys can read each other to filth, I feel like. You just know. So with that said, I think that is everything I'm seeing here in your cards. This was a really interesting pile. I like this pile. So if this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you would like to join my Instagram fam, there's going to be links down below for that, as well as Patreon and Ko-fi and all that kind of stuff to help support the channel. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, that is all down in the description as always. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you who picked group 4 with the blue Chalcedony stone, as well as this particular image, let's go ahead and dive into your cards. Let's see what is going on for the overall chemistry between the two of you. We have the 4 of Swords. We also have the 6 of Swords. So there's a lot of mental activity here. There's a lot to do with communication. I feel like there's a lot of push and pull here. Like, I feel like somebody is not always aware of what it is they're feeling or something. Let's see. We also have lithium quartz. We have boundaries coming up again. Wait, wasn't group... There was another group in this pile. Was it group 1? I don't know. There was another one. Never mind. You guys don't need to... You know if you came from that other pile what I'm referring to, but if not, disregard me and my rambling. But we have the Athame with boundaries, and then we have luminosity. So that's a good sign right there. I like the luminosity card is a very nice one because it's all about really well, so as I was saying, what the luminosity card is about the divine feminine in this situation, really owning their femininity, really lighting themselves up by understanding when to, that they don't have to do everything themselves. Like, you can ask for help. It doesn't make you weak or less of a woman by asking for help, especially help from a man. And because if you're open and you're receptive and it's like, you don't harp, it's like, and you trust that everything will get done when it needs to without sort of trying to push or micromanage other people, you shine your brightest light, it's going to attract the chivalrous male is what this card refers to. So it's somebody who is going to be there to support you completely and honor your femininity. So that's what that is about. With the boundaries and then the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Swords, I feel like, honestly, what's coming to mind right now is some of you are in a relationship right now where it's like you are not being honored. Your femininity, if you identify as female, is not being honored by whoever partner you're with. And so you need to move away from it. It's like you've been in this state of like spiritual sleep for so long and you're about to fucking blossom and just own your shit and get in touch with who you truly are. And the person that you're with right now is not going to like it. Because again, they want you to stay in sort of like Sleeping Beauty. Like they want to keep you as the Sleeping Beauty, but you're about to like kiss yourself fucking awake and move the fuck out, I feel like. And you're going to set those healthy boundaries. Let's see. We have the Sun. We have Crossroads. And then we have the Ring, which is all about commitment. Again, I feel like right now, it's like, I'm not feeling much of a chemistry between you and another person. I feel like this is more about you and breaking ties with somebody who is not honoring you for some reason, is just what I'm getting. And really getting into something that is going to be more honoring for you, a relationship that is what it is you need. Because again, the crossroads is, as it says, being at a crossroads, trying to make a decision. The Sun is a very good sign of celebration, of success. Maybe for some of you, you are in a relationship with more than one person. Maybe that's what it is. Or there's like somebody you're going to attract. Perseverance, stay the course. Maybe some of you need to stay on course to what it is you're meant to be doing. More, not giving up. Dance, take inspiration from the moonlight, dancing on the surface of the water. That's heavy feminine here. You need to follow your dreams, and if somebody else doesn't like that, then you need to cut ties with them. Ocean, beautiful, be beautiful, mysterious, and wild and free. Again, that's you embracing your luminosity and what it means to be in your feminine power. Or for some of you who are male, this is about honoring your own feminine within yourself and building up that divine masculine through balancing out your divine feminine. Because again, the Ring is commitment. It is an agreement of some sort, maybe a contract, and it's infinity. You know, breathe, break from beneath the water surface and soar up beyond the turquoise sea. Again, I feel like some of you need to move away from whatever relationship maybe you're currently in. Let's see what key insight we got here as well before I go ahead and get more specific with these cards. So, again, you need somebody who's extremely loyal. And again, if they're not going to like the changes you're making, then they're not meant for you. So, with the Satchel of Earth, servant, administrator, mediator, justice, law, organized, trustworthy, loyal. Service to a higher purpose, loyalty to authority, speak for others. Is your power real or borrowed? Follow the rules or directions given. Use personal power wisely. Question everything. Blind loyalty makes one blind. I'm going to talk about this luminosity card now. Let's see. When you're connected to your divine feminine, you become a luminous. Your true nature shines from within and you glow. The luminous woman is the feminine counterpart to the chivalrous male. They are attracted to one another, complete support, and nurture each other. You know, it's very hard in this modern age for the women to find her luminous center and live from the place where we have fallen into a trap of believing we're supposed to have and do and be and do it all of the time. This usually means is the woman takes too much upon herself and tries to fill the roles of the men in her life instead of asking for their help. So again, for some of you in this situation, it's like you are not asking for enough help. And again, if the particular partner that you're with is not going to give you that help, then they're not meant for you. Because I feel like you are sitting at a precipice right now, again, at that crossroads, where you can either make the decision to stay in the stuck situation you're in this, again, spiritual slumber, I feel like, and not embrace your true, strong, sensual, a luminous power. Or you can make the decision to move away from it and commit to something that is your own success, that is your own happiness and vibrancy. And when you do, that's when the person that you're really going to be alive with is going to show up. Yeah, if it takes a little longer than she first hoped, she does not become overbearing or critical. She simply focuses on her own life and what she's able to do, thus creating a positive space for the chivalrous male to step into. I also feel like for some of you, again, if you recognize that you are the feminine in this situation, you might be trying to pressure your partner into making a commitment or like having them propose to you or something, and you're not respecting their boundaries. And it's like, you need to, if they're meant to be with you, if they want to spend the rest of their life with you, then they will commit and they will do it on their own time when it's right for them. Okay, you can't force somebody else to, do what you want them to do when they're not ready for that, because you're just kind of shooting yourself in the foot, because neither one of you are going to be happy, and you're not going to have a happy life if you do that. You want somebody to choose you just as much as you choose them. And the only way to know that is when it happens. You can't force somebody else to do that for you. So yes. Being a luminous requires practice, as the feminine helps you to let go of your old patterns of taking over, micromanaging, or insisting things be done your way. You have drawn this card today because the luminous woman is calling for your attention, urging you to be graceful and to incorporate some luminous energy into your busy day. Choose one small thing that you can imbue with your luminosity today. Put your request out there and give thanks for it being done. For men, this means that the feminine energy is working within and through you in positive ways. Feel the ways you could become more connected to your heart and able to express your feelings more clearly. So for the men out there, this is about expressing your feelings more. Especially if you're feeling uncomfortable with the current situation, it's like you need to honor your light. So with the athame, with boundaries, again, you are being diverted from your path. Focus on what is truly important. Honor your beliefs in yourself. Don't get into the superficial demands of others. Set clear boundaries. You would benefit from energy healing. And then with the lithium quartz here, which is card 33, which is a master number, it's about harmoniousness, there we go. Peacefulness, joyful interconnectedness. Peacefulness in partnerships comes from being willing to trust that there's more than one day to make things happen, more than one way to think or act. Just as in nature, you can partner with another who brings strengths to places where you are weak, even as you do the same. We are meant to support each other in our healing and growth, balancing each other, which is why opposites so often attract. Let yourself appreciate the harmoniousness that arises when you allow yourself to be different from another, yet unified in love and joyful interconnectedness. So there you go. So exactly, that's what I feel like somebody is trying to rush the relationship or like rush a commitment, and it's not good. You're gonna put somebody in a really awkward crossroads, kind of like giving them an ultimatum or something. It's like, that's not, there is the possibility here for a lot of beautiful vibrancy if you just let it happen naturally. Don't try to like fabricate it or force it, because let's go ahead and look now at the physical connection. We have the 10 of Wands. So again, the 10 and Wands, 10s are endings of cycles, and the 10 of Wands is usually in the traditional tarot about burdens. It's about taking on responsibility for somebody else. From this particular deck, it's clearly about a very ferocious, there is a strong sectional connection here, and I feel like it's like hunger. It's like trying to devour the other person because it's like you need them so bad, but it's like you're not honoring the boundaries. You're not honoring your own boundaries because it's like you're desiring it so much. You know, this is about penetrating, the magic of the toe. The power of man meets the power of woman. Success in love must satisfy both partners. There we go. It has to satisfy both partners. And I feel like one partner here is not satisfied because they're wanting something so bad, but it's like maybe the other partner is not ready to give it to them. So maybe that partner needs to question, is this really where they want to still be? Let's go ahead and look at the other sexual messages here. Hopefully uplift this a little bit. Let's see what's going on. God damn, you always look so delicious. Exactly. It's like there is a lot of physical attraction. There is a lot of desire, especially when you get a luminous. It's like, damn. But it's like, turn me on, spank me, and make me moan out loud. Again, there's a lot of, that's maybe part of why it's like you guys maybe have a hard time, is because like there is a very, very strong sexual connection here. A lot of desire and hunger. And sometimes that can kind of overcloud. Maybe you guys even like use sex as a way to try to get out of making certain hard decisions and conversations. Set the mood with candles, music, wine, and hot oils. We also have your spirit haunts me at night between the sheets. Just the tip. Male tease. We got chair writing. Let me sit on it. And then we got horny. In the mood. So yeah, it's like I feel like there is a lot of good sexual chemistry between the two. Obviously, you make each other very horny. You're in the mood all the time. It's like you're gonna just fucking throw down anywhere and write it until the sun comes up. But it's like, again, the rest of the cards, I just feel like there's some awkward conversation here that hasn't happened. And you need to kind of get clear about what exactly you both want in this relationship and where it is you want to move and who is ready for what. Because it feels like somebody's trying to push it forward and micromanage, and it's just not good for them, and it's not good for the other person either. So again, you want harmoniousness, you want balance, you want that equality, and you want to be on the same page about what you both want. You want to have clear boundaries. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for this pile. If this resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to subscribe and turn the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel, or come join my Instagram fam, because I would love to see you guys over there. All that information is down in the description, all those links, as well as how to book a personal reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you who picked the fifth and final pile with the green fluorite here, as well as this particular image, let's go ahead and jump into your cards and see what is going on between the chemistry of you and your person. So we have the Eight of Swords. For the sexual chemistry, we have the Seven of Wands. For your crystal card, we have Sodalite. We also have Witch with Healer. And we have, Serendipity, which I've never pulled this card from here, so that would be very interesting to see what that one is all about. And so let's go ahead and also pull some additional cards here, because I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this pile. There's some, the Eight of Swords. I'm not happy with that Eight of Swords. Let's see. What do you guys, Group 5, need to know about the chemistry between you and your person? What is going on? Can we get some clarity? Can we get some clarity? Okay, I'm just going to keep doing that. So, cross. Yikes. Okay, we have the Fox, too. Okay. We have the Man with the Animus, and we have the Fish. There's a lot of funky shit going on with this particular pile, I feel like. Let's pull some more. Let's pull some more before I get into this. I don't know how I feel about this pile, dude. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Patience. The tide will come in when it's ready. Direction. Trust your inner compass and find your bearings. Safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. Oh, I feel like some of you have bitten off more than you can chew. But we have the Two of Water. That's a very nice card here. So let's start with that one. Let's talk about that Two of Water. So with this Two of Water, it is all about intimacy, closeness, trust, commitment, reconciliation, equality, union, codependency, taking sides. Going beyond infatuation and attraction, a meeting of minds and hearts, intimacy, sharing, giving, and communication, time to forgive and seek reconciliation, put aside judgment and blame, cherish all of your loves, maintain independence and avoid codependency, avoid taking sides. So one message that I was getting up here is that some of you, this is about kind of an ex, kind of not an ex, somebody maybe that you've been on and off with for a very long time. And it's like you guys keep getting in weird situations where it's like everything is really, really good. And then somebody does pisses off the other person and causes a fight. And then it's just like you're kind of just stuck with your hands tied behind your back here with the Eight of Swords in a weird fucking situation. And it's like you don't understand why you guys keep getting in the same situation over and over and over again. And it's like everything could be just so good, so prosperous, so just everything with this particular masculine, I feel like, because we do have the man present, but then it's just like something gets in the way to cause problems, especially when we have something like the cross here. I mean, that is like, ugh. It has to do with religion. Maybe there's somebody in a very religious situation and that causes problems. You know, it's not good energy. And with the fox, it's like, and especially since a fox is holding literally the fish in its mouth, I feel like somebody who's trying to control the situation. They're trying to control the prosperity of another person, trying to micromanage, kind of similar to the other pile. Somebody in this situation is trying to keep the other person tied down. And so the chemistry can just get very, very stagnant. Part of this is maybe there's something about, don't be too proud to go back to shore. Trust your inner compass to find your bearings. Somebody isn't listening to your intuition with this situation. Patience. The tide will come in when it's ready. The situation will resolve itself when it's ready. You will know if you're meant to still engage with this person when the time comes. You need to not be too proud to ask for help when you need it, or you need to not be too proud to admit that maybe you have more, or they have more issues that they're letting on that they need to clear up first. Maybe there's something that has to do with, again, maybe a certain religious belief, or maybe a certain addiction or something that is like causing problems. But it's like I see the potential of this particularly the masculine here being very giving, being this great balance, especially since we have like the image of the two fishes here. There's a very healing part of this connection. Let's go ahead and talk about that serendipity card, because I have no idea what that card is honestly about other than serendipity. It's about, I feel like, inner peace, adventure, messages and guidance from your angels. How often have you wondered when? Uncertain. Really? How often have you wondered when? Okay, so maybe that's making way more sense here. Now I'm starting to get. So for some of you, this is about maybe you're wondering when you're gonna, on one hand, when you're finally gonna meet your perfect other half. So it's like you're tied up, and maybe for some of you, it's like you won't even put yourself out there to date people, to even try, because it's like you have this perfect ideal of like how you're gonna meet this person, how you guys are connect, and it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. You just have to put yourself out there and accept whatever lessons the universe is gonna give you, because again, you're gonna have not so great relationships sometimes, and sometimes it's gonna work out fine. You have to admit when you're out of your depth. You have to trust your intuition. because your intuition is probably telling you you're doing the wrong thing right now. The universe is always kind of there saying, you know, you need to be receptive to what we're going to bring in, even if you don't understand it. It's like, it's kind of what you need to do on your healing path here. I feel like also on another hand, like some of you are asking, when will this person finally come through? When will they finally commit to something? But uncertainty and waiting for your dreams to come true can be very frustrating. Most of the time we want what we want and we want it now. Yet we often look back on our lives and are able to appreciate the divine timing and serendipity that took place. Timing is a key element of life, whether you're longing to meet your beloved or craving a renewal of your current connection. It's often difficult or impossible to understand why your needs remain unfulfilled at certain times. So again, maybe for some of you, this is like a long-term relationship where it's like either some of you are not in this relationship at all yet, or some of you have been in a relationship for a long time. And when it started, it was super prosperous. It was everything you wanted. But now things have just kind of divulged where it's stagnant and you need to light shit up again. But again, that's going to happen in its own divine timing. Developing your ability to trust in the greater forces that nurture and guide you is an empowering skill to have. Make sure that you are genuinely committed to having, doing, or being whatever you've asked for. Sometimes the universe will protect you from your own naivety, as you can have more time to think things through. Next, make sure you have done all you can from an earthly human perspective to help make your dreams a reality. If you're procrastinating, how can you expect the universe to deliver? Again, procrastinating. This magical person, this magical connection is not going to just drop out of the sky. You have to put in the work to have that prosperity come out. Anyway. Once all that is taken care of, it's time to trust that divine timing and serendipity have taken over and be prepared to listen and to act upon your intuition. When you feel the urge to follow something up or have a sense of knowing, go with it to discover where it leads. There are many steps on the path of your highest good, so be prepared for small miracles along the way rather than a big puff of smoke and total change. Divine timing and serendipity give you time to reconsider, refine, and adjust. Then they add a dash of magic, so there is an element of the unexpected too. Life wasn't meant to be predictable, and your future is not set in stone, so learn to go with the flow and allow your fascinating journey to unfold gracefully. Yes, exactly. That's what you guys need to remember. You know, let's quickly talk about that Seven of Wands as well from this particular deck. Where is it? So the Seven of Wands from this deck is all about whispering, the magic of the lizard. Doubts and suspicions dissolve in the sunlight. Clarity illuminates feelings and situations. So some of you are having doubts, having suspicions about your person, and it's like, you need to release that shit. The answers will come when it's right to know. Again, trust your intuition. Be patient. The tide will come in when it's ready. Then, of course, we have Witch with the healer, which is all about you are a natural healer. You have a natural affinity with plants and herbs. Study to qualify as a herbal practitioner. Use complementary medicine and aromatherapy to heal. You benefit from the healing energies of nature. Honor its rhythm and cycles. So again, you guys should be doing that kind of work. Then, of course, with the sodalite stone, which is 52, this is all about essential meanings are intentionality, conscious awareness, an awakened state, inner knowing, and self-confidence, clear expression of intentions. Some of you are not expressing your intentions to your partner. Healing doesn't require perfection, but healing does not require perfection. Some of you are like expecting perfection, but it's just perfection doesn't exist. There's only perfect for you. It does not require that you remain awake to the truth that you are a divine, but it does require you to remain awake to the truth that you are a divine, beautiful being, always connected to the conscious universe, who wants the very best for you. Spiritual amnesia will send you circling back to old patterns you vowed never to repeat. The appearance of sodalite spirit is a reminder to reestablish your sense of connection so that the conscious universe can guide you to where you need to be. Do not forget your worth, your values, and your truth. If you are unsure of the next move to make, meditate. As you remain present in the moment, you will more easily avoid spiritual narcolepsy and falling back into the old ways. That's what the Eight of Swords and what the cross is about. Don't fall back into old ways. You know, stay strong and move forward. Let's see what other messages. This group 5 need to know. Journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. Some of you, I feel like, need to not worry so much about the relationship right now and work more on yourself. Work more on your healing, more on your journey. But let's go ahead and look at the sexual messages that we have here to see what's going on. No one can give it to me like you do. We also have careful with that enormous daddy. I think that's what that says. We also have what I need is a few bottles of wine and a hell of a good time. So again, maybe some of you need to cut loose more. Tight body grip. What round are we on? Sex toys. And we have obsessed with your love. Bomb ass pussy. Oh, my ear just started ringing. So again, I feel like, yeah, like some of you need to spice things back up again. I feel like also some of you just need to cut loose. And again, I think you need to, if you haven't, like, you're not actually in a relationship right now and you're kind of thinking about like what's going to be the chemistry of like the person who comes in next kind of thing. It's like you need to kind of, you know, test out the field, if you catch my drift. Like you need to, again, put yourself out there and just start getting into a relationship with somebody and just experience things. I feel like for some of you, you know, your partner, they do greatly desire you, but I feel like it's a lot of what I'm getting off this reading is kind of stemming from you and what it is you need to work on. I feel like some of you, it's like maybe you're not as attracted to your partner as you used to be for some reason. And that's like, said that what I need is a few bottles of wine and a hell of a good time. It's like, they're almost like, I'm getting a feeling from there. It's like almost like self-medicating yourself just to get through it for some reason. Like that's not good. Like I feel like some of you are very bored with the relationship that you're currently in now. And it's like the cross that you have to bear. It's like this heavy burden that you have to bear now. And it's like, you just need to let it go, I feel like, for some of you. I don't know. This is a very, very weird pile. Again, I feel like some of you are waiting for something to happen. And it's like, first of all, you need to put the attention out there if you want something to happen. And you have to put the work in with that serendipity. And then you have to just trust the universe that it will give you what you need. And again, what the universe gives you in regards to what you need may not be what you consciously think it's supposed to be. It might be something very much out of what it is you normally need. I feel like some of you have been very stuffy lately, and I feel like sexually speaking, it's like maybe for some of you, you haven't had sex in a very long time, and it's like you need to get freaky and like loosen up a bit because you're too like wound up tight. I feel like you just need to relax a little bit more. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing here in this pile. If this resonated, please do leave a like on this video, comment down below what you thought about it, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you would like to help and support the channel or come join my Instagram fam, those links will be down in the description, as well as how to book a private reading with me or my Pisces twin. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.